Hey, what's going on, guys? It's MA76B-Ball. I'm back at it again with another video for you. And today's video is a little bit overdue, actually. But anyways, I'll be showing you, I promised, the exercises that I've been doing with the Vert training since I started in September. But before I get into that, guys, huge thank you for tuning into the live session that I did on Instagram. That was the first time to do it, and I'm like, each session has like a time limit or something, and I ended up doing like 3 sessions. I was on there for like almost 2 hours because a lot of you guys had great questions and comments and things like that. So that was awesome. I really enjoyed it. You know, like I said, first time to do it. I was super stoked on it. A great experience. So for any of you guys who did drop in on that live session, thank you very much. And some of you are asking about the next one, so hopefully I'll be doing another one in a couple days. Okay? Awesome. Thanks so much. So now, let's talk about the Vert training. So since I started posting things on Instagram and also on YouTube, here on YouTube, there's been a variety of questions about what I'm doing, how often. Everyone keeps asking, how tall am I? So I've made a few videos here on YouTube already, so you can look at those videos, you can search for them. But basically this will probably be the final video. And what I'm going to be doing for this video, I'm going to show you guys each individual exercise that has been going down since I started in September. So this is not the routine. There's no way I can show you guys the routine, okay? So the entire program is 12 weeks for the first stage, and this stage that I'm doing, there's no weights involved, okay? Once that's done, you know, move on to phase 2 or phase 3, whatever, when you start using weights. Now, I'm very excited about this first stage because I feel, you know, anyone could do this. I've been doing my Vert training in the bedroom. That's where I've been doing it. Okay, I've got a yoga mat on the floor, and that's pretty much it. That's all you're really using. So you'll see all of the exercises. They don't involve any weights. It's fantastic, and I'm stoked because you guys can pull the exercises that you think work for you, and you can try and put together your own routine, and hopefully you get some results. Now, a couple things that I need to say. By all means, guys, I am absolutely your average Joe. I'm not a trainer, I'm not a certified trainer, nothing like that, not even close. There's a lot of information, guys, you can get by just researching by yourself on YouTube. So there are some things that I found out that I use when I work out. Then there are, on the other side, there were some things that definitely helped me jump higher, because I actually did some research. I got some actual information from YouTube, but also the program that I'm using, I purchased. Okay, I purchased it. So there's the printout with your routine, your regimen for 12 weeks, and you check it off as you go on and on and on. But also the program that I purchased provides online help. You have to be a member, you have to make a purchase, and then they give you access to some more information. So yeah, guys, there's been quite a few of you asking, hey, can I have the program? Can I have the program? And I, you know, well, it's kind of tricky, guys, because I paid for this, you know what I mean? But there is a lot out there that you could probably, if you're able to put it together, you probably don't have to buy anything, you know? You do the proper exercises, you build kind of a routine that hopefully works for your body and you get results. So, yeah. But the major thing that I just want to, you know, highlight, guys, I am not saying that you will, you know, master jumping or anything like that. You asked me a question, I'm just answering it in this video. And the question was, what exercises are you doing? So I'm going to show you the individual exercises that I did. And some, like all these things, the fantastic thing about the program that I'm using. Okay, the program that I'm using is from ilbtraining.com. ilbtraining.com. That's I Love Basketball TV. It's here. It's a channel on YouTube. I Love Basketball TV, and it's set up by Coach Rock and some other guys. So I went to their site. I purchased the program. Boom, started doing it. And if you haven't seen the results or my progression, I'll drop a little clip in right now that'll show you what's happened. Let me show you the lineup of exercises. Okay, there are exercises that target your, I believe the term is posterior chain, so I believe that's like your lower back, your glutes, hamstrings, quads, calves. And then why the program is amazing is because you can't just do legs, there's no way. For sure, that's the major portion of it. But thinking of your body as an entire spring, your entire body is one giant spring. So you have to do your lower portion of your body. You have to do your core. That has to be very strong and tight and lean. And then you also have to do upper body, and a little bit of shoulders and arm strength, because they're all involved in jumping, right? You use the entire body to jump. So you do have to strengthen the whole show, okay? Not just the lower portion of your body. It's not going to work. So let's jump into that. So I'll show you, we'll start off with the leg exercises that I've done, the core exercises that I've done, and the upper body. And again, there are no weights involved. So I think most people, almost everybody, could get into this and enjoy and see, the progress happen, because it will. I think if you stick to the program, it will happen. So let's take a look. All right, first one are lunges, and they're pretty straightforward. You have to step out in front of you, push back up, and alternate legs. You don't want your knee to go past your toe. You want to push up with some force, but don't lose form. Keep your technique solid. And the key here is flexing at the hip, dropping your glutes down. By flexing at the hips, then your knee won't go past your toe. Reverse lunges. These ones are kind of tricky to get to master how far you're going to step back. But reverse lunges, I feel, tend to target the hamstrings a little bit more, at least in my experience. But reverse lunges, another key exercise. Squats, and your legs are shoulder width apart. My toes are slightly pointed out, and that's just from years of snowboarding. But you should have your kneecaps over your toes, flexing at the hip. You want your glute to drop down and stick out as much as possible. You can see in this angle, you're really trying to stick your butt out, trying to keep your upper body straight. The reason my arms are up is because I'm actually image training. That I'm jumping up and touching the rim. Then you have jump squats. These ones are pretty hard for me personally. You're trying to keep your form, flex at the hip when you come down, jump up, and that's about it. Now these are lateral lunges. I cannot do these properly, so please look up a proper YouTube video on lateral lunges. I can't do this to save my life, but you are supposed to go all the way down and all the way up, and my legs are just not there yet. I don't have that kind of strength yet. So when I do these ones, I usually do about 3 sets of 5. This is the jump box. I don't have access to a box. I just use the ledge outside, and just stay stationary, leap up, and you're trying to land as soft as possible. And then step down and leap up again. So let me repeat, you have to try and land as soft as possible. That just ensures control. Skipping rope, of course, is beneficial for any exercise, especially when you alternate legs. Putting all of your weight on one leg, that definitely will develop strength for sure. And then coming up are high knees. I don't do too many of these, but it's a great way just to get those muscles fired up. And you're really concentrating on pulling up your legs, just pulling them up. Here is like your first very basic step into proper jumping for 2-foot jumping. It's called a penultimate step, and that last step is supposed to be really long, elongated. Here it comes, boom, and then try and fire up. So I'll do that several times throughout a day or a session. Skipping, just focused on jumping up as high as you can, and the leg that raises, you want to drive that knee up. This is a different style here. You're focusing on landing on the ball of your foot and powering up again. The ball of your foot, and that's where the power comes from. And again here, approaching ball of your foot, approaching the rim, and driving your knees up and down, and just getting that power directed on the ball of your foot, and then try to leap with arm swing. Alright, back inside the house, hip extensions. This is clearly one of the best exercises for me, and I could feel this exercise works like big time. You're trying to drive your hips up into the air, your legs are shoulder width apart, and if you're doing it properly, you hold at the top for a couple seconds and you squeeze your glutes, and that'll activate glutes and quads and hamstrings. Then next level is doing it with one leg at a time, and I'm not very good at this one, and again, that just shows me that I don't quite have the strength yet, so I'll just keep plugging away at it. So again, with one leg, just trying to drive your hips up, stay with technique and form, and don't worry about quantity. Up next, what's the next exercise here? Burpees. One of the best exercises out there, not just for jumping, but just for getting in shape. It's like a total body workout in my eyes. Again, you can see my technique is not very good. When your legs go out to the back, your body should be straight. Flutter kicks. You could do this with your head down or your head up. You make your fists out of you make two fists and you put it under your butt. And you just you start kicking. You want to keep your core tight. These might be 6-inch killers or Hello Dollies. I'm not sure which one. But again, keeping your core tight. Concentrate on your breathing. Letting the legs drop and driving them back up. Just drive your legs back up. Crunches. I think we all know crunches. Pretty straightforward. Just keeping your stomach tight. And squeeze when you come in. Like that's a key. Like you really gotta squeeze. And don't let your core relax when you go down. Yeah, I think these are 6-inch killers. So this helps with your core, obviously, but this is actually also helping with your hips. So your hips are crucial with jumping. Strong hips are very beneficial. Also flexible hips. You want to be able to stretch those hips and allow the maximum movement. That actually helps with jumping. Alright, core. Just more core here, doing the plank. You could do this for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you could do a pyramid set, whatever the case may be. And then also you have the plank on either arm here. And this, of course, when you do it on the side here, this will target your obliques, the side core muscles. And also it actually does your arms as well. Like you use a lot of arm strength as well to keep your body up. So, you're taking care of obliques and a little bit of upper body strength as well in one exercise. I remember when I first started doing these, man, even like I'm not even joking, 10 seconds was pretty, it was a challenge. And now I'm up to 30, 40 seconds. Lateral push-ups. So you're taking care of upper body and core at the same time. So you want to step over, hold, push up, hold, crossover, and like I just said, it takes care of two major portions in one exercise. Again, I haven't mastered this exercise by any means, but I do enjoy this one a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's that, guys.
Alright guys, so those are the exercises. Those are all the different things that I did since September. And so what I want to talk about now is just how do you go about putting it into a plan. So the 12-week program, it varies as time goes by. Some of the sets, the most common type of set is 5 rounds. So let's say I had sorry, I'm out of breath, guys. I just finished doing the exercises. So you might have alternating lunges, then you might have jump squats, and then maybe burpees, okay? So you do 5 sets of 10. So 10, 10, 10. Take a quick break. 10, 10, 10. take a quick break, and you do 5 rounds of those. Then, you know, the program changes up. It could be a few days later, it could be a few weeks later. It would be AMRAP sets. AMRAP is an acronym, as many reps as possible. And it'll give you maybe 4 rounds, so we might go 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and then it might go back down 15 or 10 seconds, whatever the case may be. It's kind of like a pyramid set. So sorry, that would be 5 rounds, sorry, not 4 rounds. So you might go 15 seconds, 20, 30, 20, 15. And you would do those exercises for that amount of time, as many as you could, in control. Not going for quantity, you know, you want to stay in control, you want to keep that technique going, so. Now also, other things that changed around. You might do a few days where it focuses on legs, then it's going to switch up to upper body, then you have like core. One day it's core and legs, sometimes it's core and upper body. So, I mean, that kind of stuff, you know, I leave it up to the experts. I just followed the program and I got my results, so. And it's not the end, you know, the goal is to dunk by August 31st. So we'll see where this takes me. So that's that, guys, okay? Those are all the individual exercises. I hope I answered some questions there. You know, you might want to invest into an actual program, or just put these exercises together and try it out yourself, okay? Yes, of course, you're doing a ton of stretches. There are days where, you know, according to the program, I was supposed to work out, just wasn't feeling it, so I would do half an hour of stretching instead. So maybe you don't work out, but the body's still benefiting, and it's going to be prepared for the next day, okay? So I'm completely out of breath, and if you have any further questions, guys, leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And please make sure, check out I Love Basketball TV here on YouTube. And there's just a ton of videos there. And they actually have videos on the last portion that's very critical that I talked about before. Actually, how to jump. Yeah, you just need to check out those videos. You can search it. Just great advice in there, great techniques. How correcting your approach and how you jump. That alone, you know, you probably get an inch or 2 out of it. So yeah, check that out, okay guys? I'm gonna try and go catch my breath now. And thanks for dropping by. And until next time, guys, alright? Peace.